Hi everyone, it's Laura from Laura's Handcrafted Treats and Treasures. Welcome to or back to my channel. All right, I have a little something special here. I'm going to be doing a flip through of a wedding journal that I have made for a special young couple. This will not be out on my YouTube channel until after the wedding, but I need to get it filmed because I need to get it wrapped up and ready to go. So the papers I'm going to be using is Simple Poppies by Sunflowers and Doors. I will link the kit. I believe she's got a Ko-fi and Etsy shop, but I will link this. She's also on Facebook. I don't remember the name of the group, but I will look that up too. In her file section, I don't know if it's still there, but we were doing a challenge, and this was probably a year ago, and she gave this one as a freebie. So then I loved it and I wanted to go get the kit. Well, when I was looking for something that I needed for kind of to match the colors of what I know this couple is going to be using, I just thought this was perfect and I love it. So let's just get into this. So first of all, this is the little folio that was made, and then I just glued it on 3 sides so that I could pop some of the little postcards in there. And then as you can see, I've covered it with fabric. This was a ribbon that I had that it just looked very plain and I needed to do something else. So I was like, okay, I'll just put that on there. I think it really enhanced it. I've also got book corners on there. And then if you look here, I just labeled it as if it were a book, Happily Ever After. So when she could put it in her bookshelf, and that's the beautiful thing she would see. On the back side, I've done the same thing, added the ribbon, and then I took one of the little jars and ended up making it a place where she could tuck, or I could tuck, a tag. All right, so let's first of all take a look at the folio. So you untie this and then you open it up, and then there's a little spot here with a tag, one on either side. I have some little tags here, some bigger tags in the back, and I think it's just cute as a button. And I made it so that these do not come through completely, but you can get them out of your way enough to look at the stuff or journal in the stuff, because there's nothing more annoying than having to put the I always want to say binder twine, baker's twine, back through the little holes. So I designed it so it wouldn't do that. Okay, so then let's get into it. Let me see. I need to remove this because that is her information and invitation, and I don't want you to see that. So that is what I had sitting here. So this is where her invitation is going to go. I've got a copy of that. In here, I have put one of like the little coin folders. This came from the kit. And then this was another thing that I got from, oh, I don't remember, May and Kay it might have been. I don't remember, but they had all these wedding things, and I just printed them all out, cut them up, inked them. I used some of them throughout, but if she wanted to put a picture of like our wedding vows, you know, bridesmaids, I wanted to leave that for her to fill her album. So we're just going to go through this, and as you see, I've added a few things and started out with a simple pocket. This is some coffee dyed paper that I did. I made a belly band, and then I've used one of the pockets that come with it, and then throughout I've added just sheets of paper. I've left where they could put a picture or they can just journal. So here's another little pocket, and then this is eco-dyed paper, and I've done 2 signatures, and each signature will have either a coffee dyed with the pattern or a just plain coffee dyed or an eco print. And then this one I just did, as I do often with my journals, I matched it up so that when everything is out of there, it just looks like one full picture. And then, of course, I've made, I have to fix that one. Oh, I have to fix, it came out. So inside, there's a little place for notes, but then tuck that back down there. And I think I just glued it a little bit too far up. And then over here, I just made a tag, and see, I wanted to leave spots. I could have filled all of these, but I want to leave them so that if they happen to put a picture in here, they can put wedding vows or, you know, so on and so forth. I have some of this, I think it's called mulberry paper, just for aesthetics. And then, of course, these are both for photos, and I just like to put that right there so that they understand they load from the top. And then I've done this is my middle signature. I've done a side pocket on either. On this one, I have a flip out, but I've also added a tag. And then on the inside, there's another little tag. And then I've added each side matches. And then I think I had some paper. No, I think I printed this purposely this way. I think I printed them 5x7 so that I could cut them down and get them in here. So that is that signature, and then the mulberry paper. So this would be a nice spot for a photo. Then you'd have your mulberry paper over it. This one, I love doing this one. I don't know why I always keep forgetting to do it, but I didn't this time. So you open this up, and there's a little bag in there, or you open up the little bag, and then there's a little writing. So they can write, and then, of course, add pictures or journaling here. And this, I think I got from a book. I just thought it matched so well. I've done a double belly band, decorated that tag just a little bit. Let's make memories together. The other eco die. And then on this one, there are pockets and tags, but they also flip up. So they can do a picture and journal or whatever they would like to do. And this one, same thing, flips up, so more journaling. And then on this one, again, I've just added the papers to match. I added a few little sheets of paper to journal and a tag. Come on, come on. Then I have another photo over here, and then they can journal down here. This one is just a couple of side pockets. I just love how this one turned out. And then I think, yeah, this came with the kit. Big kit, beautiful kit. It's gorgeous. You should get it. This one, I love doing these too. So you can open this up, and then they can journal. But this is on some of my coffee dyed, where I take the lace and put it over top of it and stain it a little bit more. So I've inked it up a little bit and made a pocket out of an envelope. And again, I've used one of the little ephemera pieces to make a closure. Just don't glue it, you know, all the way to the top. This one is, I have some tuck spots right here. And then I went ahead and added a few more papers. Okay, what did I do with this one? And this one, yep, I just made matching pockets. So if you pull these out, they match up perfectly. I don't know why I love doing that, because I don't like to get rid of the whole picture, I guess. And then I have a little tag in here. I think this came with the kit. Super cute. More of my coffee dyed lace paper. Pocket here. Tag. Over here, I've just done my fan die cut that I love to use. And then I've just added, you know, paper. You know. And then I've added one of the tags. I've added another little element that came with the collection, and then a little tag with a bulb pin I thought was really cute, just sticking out there. And then over here, I have done another mirrored image for the side here. added a piece of paper and then the 3 tags so they can journal, put some of those little sentiments on there, whatever they like. Okay, more of my eco-dyed paper. Now this one, I have pockets going every which way. I love doing this one as well. So there's a pocket here, and then a pocket here. So that was fun. And I was trying to use up a little bit of paper. So I didn't have a whole lot left over, but I did pretty good. And just a regular tag right there. Now this one, I love doing these. These are so much fun. And you've seen me do it. I have a video of how to do these and who I learned it from. If I remember, I will put that in the description box. But yeah, each one of these flip open and they can journal. Then, let's see. Over here is my center. I mirrored my center, same as the first signature, and then added some of the elements. Now on this one, I had this paper clip, and I made it a long time ago, another video that I did, so you can check out my videos and you can find stuff like this. I think I tell who I learned it from, but I thought, oh, that looks really nice there, and so I'll just attach this tag along with it. And when you flip this open, again, I have another tag right here and going places. This is, I have a bunch of these that are in my stash, so I thought that was kind of fun. A tag, and then you just go ahead and clip that back on. And this little hidden paper clip. Well, this one isn't so little, but I like it. Oh, and then I added the charm, the bulb pin, and then the charm. So they could do a picture here or writing, another one of the mulberry papers. Here I've again done a pocket. Now this one I actually did a tag, and then if they put a picture that's within this area and they put it back in there, then obviously you see they will have a picture that lines up, and that's why I left it the way it was. And then I've added another one of the bottles to the top. So much fun. I have a lot of work into this one, I'll tell you, but I enjoyed doing it. Okay, so this one I've done my little 4-pocket thing where I've also done a video and told who shows me how to do that. I think this one I learned from Gail Augustinelli. And then, of course, that came from the kit. Added a piece of paper. Voila. And then I have another eco-dyed. Isn't that pretty? I'm almost out of my eco-dyed paper. Okay, so then here I have just some file folder pockets. I have another one of the side kind of triangle pockets. More paper. This one, again, can be used for a photo if they like, or they can leave it just like this, and then there's a tag in the back as well. And then we have the books that if you take this out, I've got just the plain background, so I just thought the book, oh yeah, the books are up underneath of it. Yep, I did that. I did mirror that. Put that back in. And then this was another envelope. So I had this card in my stash, so I just decorated it up. This is just a, let's see, embossing folder that I have. So I did that. And then another double pocket on the back, and then another place to slide a photo. So I've again drawn around, and they will know where to place that photo so that it sits perfectly inside this little frame. It will, I promise. I don't know why they're so hard on camera to get in and out of there. All right, so that is my photo journal. I'll get that in a minute. And then, of course, I needed a card to go along with it. So I had another piece of this paper left over, and I thought, this is perfect. Love and laughter, forever after. And then side by side, together we stand, hand in hand, heart to heart, hand in hand. A very special dream comes true, beginning with the words I do. So I love it. I love how it came out. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait for them to see it. So I hope you enjoyed that little flip through, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.